What's up, guys? So we're in town for a wedding. Breanne's friend that was in her wedding is getting married, and that's today, so I have a little bit of time to kill. So I kind of wanted to show you where I grew up. So we're in central Pennsylvania. Patton basically is a small town. There's not really much going on around here. We kind of made our own fun. I'm gonna show you a little bit about it. So this area actually used to be a place that my friends and I used to come up and fish. I am terrible at fishing, like really awful, but we used to just hang here and we used to just joke around and chill. And when you didn't have a lot to do, you kind of made your fun. This is disgusting, but we actually used to swim up this creek in like normal clothing and catch crayfish or crawfish. I don't know what the correct pronunciation of that is. Pronunciation? I have no idea how to talk. I went to a small school here. They didn't teach me vocabulary very well. I learned to like rephrase sentences, so I don't know if that's actually how you pronounce crayfish. Patton does have a sheets that runs right through it, which is awesome. I actually spent my first paycheck entirely on sheets. I was a lifeguard for the local pool, and I got like maybe $100 paycheck or something like that. In an entire day, I spent it all on sheets. The area hasn't changed much, which is kind of comforting, but also like kind of disruptive to me. Let me show you a little bit more. They just put in this new sheets. We used to play football right here, like backyard football. We used to play it right here. They tore down the houses that used to be here and put in this brand new sheet. So this is weird. This is the first time I've ever seen it. The old sheets used to be way over there. Well, not way, like right across the street, but that's where I spent my paychecks. This is also really weird because I've never vlogged in my hometown. If you knew the hometown, they would think it's kind of odd that I'm doing this. Breanne would also be dying right now, so vlogging in the hometown, this is cool. So behind me is actually where some of my best friends were made. When we were growing up, you would basically become friends with people that you played sports with. So I played baseball and soccer around here, and I made like some of my closest friends, and I have so many great memories from those dugouts down there. So many great memories from being out on the field. I wasn't like the best athlete, but it was a ton of fun. So this is where most of my friends were made. I used to ride my bike down here from my mom's house, and this is where I had my first job. This is actually where I kissed my wife for the first time. We were playing Truth or Dare in like a pavilion, and right next to a little train statue is where I had my first kiss with my wife. So let's take a closer look. wanted to be a pitcher, but I was never good at pitching. I could never hit a target. I was terrible. I had a strong arm, so they put me in outfield. That's not why they put me in outfield. They put me in outfield because I wasn't good at baseball. I went through a really awkwardly unathletic stage called life. Man, this brings me back. This was a ton of fun. Patton baseball. If you're watching this, I love you guys. Thank you for giving me a great childhood and a great group of friends. You're awesome. When I was little, the water tower that you just saw me walk up, I used to think it was huge. Like, I'd be so wiped out by the time we got to the top. It's just kind of funny how things change from the time that you're young. There's a boat coming behind me. It's so weird vlogging here. But every time we come home, I feel like we're stretched so thin. This weekend, we got here, we stayed up super late, got like less than 4 hours of sleep just so that we could hang out with some friends in Pittsburgh. And then we rode home with Breanne's parents and spent some time with them. My mom turns 50 next Friday, so we had her 50th birthday party, and that was great. Like, when I can get everyone together all at once, it's perfect. But my parents are divorced, so I can't always do that. So tomorrow I'm going over to see all of my nieces and my brother and my stepmom and my dad and my sister and her husband. But it's so hard to get everyone together all at once, and now especially living out in Denver, we have even less time because we just don't see people. So it's pretty hard when we come home to really fit everyone in. There's not enough time in a day, and you try to make the most of your trips back home, and you try to make the most of seeing family, because family is just so important to me, and my friends are so important to me, and at the end of the day, like, they're what matter. So I really want to see more people while I'm here. Today is the wedding. Breanne's in the wedding. I've got to get going here really soon. We found out that Tony, my best man, my best friend, who you have not met yet, Tony, if you're watching this, you need to be in a vlog with me. He's the bartender for the reception at the wedding, so I'm actually gonna get to see him, which is super cool. Now, I do want to say that I don't want to paint the picture that growing up here has always been like the easiest thing. Like, the town's very conservative, the area is very conservative. I'm obviously a little quirky. I've done musical theater my entire life, and I like to wear skinny jeans. I like to do things that maybe don't fit into like what the norm of things are. So sometimes that makes it a little bit difficult when you come to areas like this. It's just a ton of farms. It's a ton of coal miners. It's a ton of just people that do manual labor. And with that, there's a culture that comes with that normally, and I don't necessarily fit into this culture here. That said, this is where I grew up. Like, this is home to me. This is where I have all of my childhood memories, all of my childhood friends. This is where my family's at. And as much as you can leave the area and make your own life and make your own story, go to the place where you feel like you fit the best, you can't deny where you came from. This is a huge chunk of what makes me me today. And I wouldn't be me if I didn't have the learning experiences and the life experiences that I had here. So I've got to get going because Breanne's gonna kill me if I don't get back to her place to get ready for the wedding. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about where I came from. So this is my alarm to tell me that I need to get going. So I've got to get out of here. But like the video, subscribe to my channel, do the things. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. You're awesome. See ya.